All right, good evening, everyone. Please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Here.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Here.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Here.
Councilman Marcocha?
Here.
Supervisor Colavita?
Here. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. First, we have two public hearings. The first public hearing is one to consider the adoption of a local law 1-2024, bicycles with electric assist and electric scooter, which pertains to the use of bicycles with electric assist and electric scooters within the town of Eastchester. So we put this, introduced this at the last meeting. It now qualifies for our public hearing. So do I have a motion to open a public hearing?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll. Opening public hearing.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Anyone care to speak on the subject? All right, moving forward. Someone care to close the public hearing? Make a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll in closing the public hearing.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. All right, any discussion from the board members? Just by way of, I'm sorry. Ms.
no, I
Marcotte,
would-
go ahead.
I'm sorry, I would just ask
Go
the
ahead.
clerk if there was any correspondence or emails or letters received with regard to the aforementioned.
No, we just had one request for the law, that was it.
Okay,
Or
thank
the
you.
proposed
There was
law.
actually one resident sent an email. He wanted a copy, which we sent him, and I also actually spoke to him. He had some questions about it. I explained to him what the proponents of the law were. He was happy that we're doing it. He said it's well needed. He expressed his displeasure what's going on with all the bicycles, whether they're electric or gas, and he was actually pleased that this is going to be introduced as one of our laws.
He
Thank
was
you.
supportive, yeah.
Yes. Good.
Okay, that being said, someone care to make a motion to approve the local law as submitted?
So moved.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have a public hearing to consider the adoption of a local law 2 of 2024, which amends local law 2 of 2009 and local law 7 of 2015, named Building and Planning Department Fee Schedule, which pertains to the Building and Planning Department Fee Schedule, and hereby deleting and replacing the text within the town of Eastchester for the fee schedule. And we have a copy of the fee schedule here and the proposed local law. So I'll make the motion, open a public hearing. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll and open public hearing.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Okay, public hearing is open. Anyone care to comment on same? All right, I'll move to close the public hearing. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll in closing the public hearing.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Any comment from the board members? No. Yeah, just briefly, we're just restructuring some of the building permit fees and extension fees, and also tweaking some of the, like the sign fees. We have a brand-new sign ordinance, so we wanted to update our fee schedule. Also, we are moving the fee-based schedule to a resolution-based rather than a local law-based format. So with that being said, I'll make a motion to approve the local law as aforesaid and ask for a second, please.
Second it.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have the opportunity to address the board on a specific agenda item. Anyone? No? Moving forward, there being none, we'll move to the approval of the minutes of the September 3rd, 2024 Town Board meeting. Any proposed modifications or amendments?
None.
None being none, someone care to make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted?
So moved.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have reports of the departments, boards, and commissions. We have our police department report for the month of August 2024, which we can receive and file, together with the detective's report and a statement of accounts. Anything further to add, Lieutenant? Okay, very good. We'll receive and file same. Then we have our Law Department report. Mr. Rader?
Yes, good evening. First, I have a resolution authorizing the approval of an application for a parade permit submitted by the Eastchester Columbus Day Celebration Committee for the Columbus Day Parade, which will be held on Sunday, October 13th, 2024.
Yeah, on this, I would make the motion and ask that the town board waive the fee. And also note that this is the 50th anniversary of the Columbus Day celebration in the town of Eastchester. And I'm proud to say that my father founded this event in 1974. And if he's home listening, I'm sure he got a little smile on his face, because who would have thought 50 years would have gone by when, we first got this thing started. Interestingly also, anecdotally, that year that it first started, it was at Greenvale School on the grass, which is, it used to be, where Handel Field is now, was lower in elevation, as we're all well aware, and the Greenvale Field was larger. But West Nile virus had broke out, and the county was crop dusting Eastchester at the time of the festival. So everybody was looking up, and there was, pink liquid coming from the sky, landing on everybody and everything. But it didn't last long, and everybody, shook it off. But it was a great celebration then. It's an even grander celebration now, and I think this is a wonderful thing for the town of Eastchester. Anyway, so that being said, I think I made the motion, in including the waiver of the fee, and we'll ask for a second, please.
Second?
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye.
Okay, next I have a resolution authorizing the approval of the town of Greenberg's recreation facilities and equipment permit application for the Eastchester Columbus Day Celebration Committee's rental of the town of Greenberg showmobile, which will be rented from October 10th, 2024 through October 15th, 2024, for which we'll be using it during the Columbus Day Carnival, which again is held October 11th, 2024 through October 14th, 2024 at the Lake Isle Country Club, and the fee for the rental of this said equipment is $1,900.
So moved.
All right. I'll second same. And by way of discussion before our vote, I think the town should look to perhaps purchasing this type of mobile stage. There are multiple uses for this. We've probably paid out maybe $40,000 or $50,000 in rental fees because the town of Greenberg rents this out all over the county. And that's not a bad opportunity for us to do the same. And we can get rental income for this unit and also use it for St. Patrick's Day Parade. We've had multiple events at Lake Isle. We had the Country and Western Concert Night. We had the kick-off the summer event. We have several Veterans Day and Memorial Day events that can be utilized for this, plus the villages can take advantage of it. I think we're going to ask our recreation secretary, recreation superintendent, I should say, to look into possibly acquiring one that maybe not of the grand scale of the Greenberg one or the county one, but something similar, because it comes with a generator, comes with a lift for, being brought around to different places. So just something to think about going forward. But with that being said, would the clerk kindly call the roll, please?
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Okay, next, that brings us to the town clerk's report. Anything further?
Nothing to add, Mr.
All right,
Supervisor.
we'll receive and file August 2024, together with the receiver of taxes month of August of 2024. That brings us to the Highway Department report. Mr. Latella, how are you, sir? That it's not raining, I know that.
Good evening, Supervisor Colavita and members of the town board. I'd like to report, crews were assigned to weed and water our various flower planting locations and will in the next few weeks prepare these areas for our fall flowers. Due to the tremendous spike in growth of our street trees, a crew was assigned daily to perform pruning maintenance of town-owned trees, which included trimming and shaping of trees and clearing limbs along the roadways. Our street resurfacing is ongoing. Today, we have paved over a dozen roadways. We thank our residents for their patience during these days of detours and road closures. Upon evaluation, we have installed catch basins to improve stormwater flow at Caldwell Street and Highland Avenue, and at the intersection of California Road and Hewitt Avenue. The department continues to evaluate any improvements needed for water-related issues. Some of our highway vehicles have been refurbished and painted to improve the longevity of the fleet. Some of these improvements that we continue to add to these vehicles include new safety lighting for better visibility. A reminder for our residents that all items must be put out for collection no earlier than the dusk on the night preceding the scheduled collection. Please refer to your sanitation recycling schedule for upcoming changes, especially holiday weeks are coming up. And if you have any questions, please reach out to the Highway Department office. On a sad note, I just wanted to express my condolences to the family of Jimmy Luciano. He was an extraordinary individual. As an employee of the town for many years, he cared for all and was always there to help anyone. He will be dearly missed. I have nothing further to report.
Yeah, just a couple of points. First, leaf season will be upon us shortly, and I think it'd be nice if the public cooperated, perhaps for the first time. We're getting a little bit of action wherein you do not put your leaves on the street, because as we talked about stormwater flooding, if your leaves are in the street and it rains, all your leaves go into the catch basin, get stopped up in there, and everything backs up. So please put your leaves on your grass. Your grass will be beautiful in the springtime, I guarantee it. So leave everything on, on top of your property, not on the street. Plus, it's dangerous for kids, trick-or-treating, kids are in the street. We've actually had a fire, vehicles, parking on top of leaves ignited. So, it's important to try to cooperate in that regard. Secondly, Mr. Littell and I have been working with the sign company to replace the existing signs, the Welcome to Eastchester signs that are in various locations around the town. And I think we have, a very nice prototype that we've worked out. We got to just, work on the color scheme and, making sure it's very stated and very, professional and very, very impressive looking. So we're going to probably get that together the next couple of weeks, and we'll get them out for delivery so we can get those things installed. And, we also have to think about some other locations like Garth Road, like the beautiful Leewood Park that we're working on. So we're going to put that all together, and we're working on that as well. I think other than that, I think that was it for me. Anything else, Mr. Latella?
One side note, the
Yes.
work on Mill Road, Con Edison has informed me through my coordinating with them. They should be completed this week, and hopefully in the next 2 weeks, scheduling for resurfacing of Mill Road. We know it's a heavy traffic area, and I've been coordinating as much as possible to get them, completed as quick as possible.
Yeah, it's hard. Oak Ridge Place,
So I did get news this week.
yeah, they've been listening to those plates rattling all night.
Yeah.
It's, the restaurant's there, it's very disappointing. But look, let's get them in, get them out. That's the key. Just get them out of there.
Thank you, Supervisor.
Thank you,
Members
Mr.
of the town
Littell.
board. Thank you.
Okay, that brings us, I'm sorry, anything else? That's it. That brings us to our miscellaneous business. There is none. So we have council member reports. Mr. Marcocha?
Thank you Supervisor. Just a brief report here for Lake Isle. The tennis bubbles at Lake Isle will be going up very soon, so plan to enjoy tennis this fall, winter, and spring in a climate-controlled environment. Call Sport Time for more information at 914-777-5151, or you can visit them at www.sporttimeny.com. Golf continues, and it's one of the best times of the year to play. For those of you who are not members and would like to play this fall, please visit our website at www.lakeislecountryclub.com for more information and to book a tee time. And finally, the annual meeting for Lake Isle Advisory Board is tomorrow night, 8 p.m. at the Community Center at Lake Isle. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Councilwoman Nicholson.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, everyone. I just have two announcements. Next week, we have learned about the 9/11 through the FDNY 9/11 Never Forget Mobile Museum at Lake Isle Country Club. That will be held on Monday and Tuesday of next week, 9/23 and 9/24, and it's open to the community for tours given by the members of the FDNY from 9 to 4 p.m. There is a special closing ceremony on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Again, all are invited, and this program is sponsored by the Eastchester Rotary and the Tunnel of Towers Foundation. And also next week, On Saturday, on September 28th, Eastchester Environmental Committee is holding the Eastchester Green Festival, and the spotlight is on sustainable fashion. This is held at the Ann Hutchison School from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and that's 60 Mill Road in Eastchester. This is a free event, and they're going to have home energy advisors, solar vendors, local green businesses, and kids' activities, live music, food trucks, and more. So everyone come out, and there's a lot of fun things happening here in Eastchester, so enjoy, and that is all I have.
Thank you. Councilwoman Marcotte.
Thank you, Supervisor. Just a couple of things. It's that time of year again, and if you are waiting to schedule your flu shot, the Community Fund, once again, and they do this every year, is offering free flu clinics, 3 of them to be exact, and no appointment necessary. You just need to be age 19 or older, and the first one will be held on October 7th at the Bronxville Village Hall. The hours are between 9 and 2. The second one is Friday, October 18th, between 10 and 1 at the Tuckahoe Community Center. And the third one, October 24th, at the Eastchester Public Library, from the hours of 9 to 2. Again, no appointment necessary. You just need to be age 19. They are free, and it is being sponsored by the Community Fund of Eastchester, Tuckahoe, and Bronxville. So we thank them. They do a lot in the community. I also wanted to mention that September 28th, the Westchester County Board of Elections will be sponsoring a registration drive. This is something they do every 4 years during a presidential year. It's actually a state election mandate, and they'll be doing it throughout the county. Here in Eastchester, it's going to be held at the Marble Schoolhouse, and the hours are 12 noon to 9 p.m. on September 28th. It's a Saturday, and then again on October 5th, also a Saturday at the Marble Schoolhouse between the hours of 12 noon and 9 p.m. And then lastly, I just wanted to give a shout out for the town yard sale, which is going to be held on September 29th. It is at the the Eastchester Library. This is, I think, our 15th year of doing it. All the proceeds will benefit the Eastchester Historical Society. So if you're around, we hope you come out and do some shopping. If you want to be a vendor, there are still some spots available. And that concludes my report, Supervisor. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Giacobbe.
Thank you, Supervisor. Just want to remind everybody the Eastchester 5K is next Sunday, September 29th, actually the same morning as our tag sale. So we'll be pretty busy down here in the center of town, but it's all good things. There's 3 races this year. There's a 200-yard dash we're doing for the little kids, 5 and under, in the parking lot here at Town Hall. And then there's a new 1-mile race for kids 10 and under. That's going to go at Mill Road, make a right on Longview, then pick up the normal 5K route and finish at Town Hall. Then the 5K will kick off at the normal time, 9 a.m., and complete around 9:30 a.m. So just a reminder everybody to sign up. I want to say congrats to the Eastchester Italian American Club, who held a very successful golf outing last Monday. A lot of us attended the golf outing and the dinner, and congrats to them. Funds raised went to our senior program, so thank you to them. And that concludes my report for today.
Thank you. My own report, just to piggyback on 2 things that were said. In addition to the Community Fund being a sponsor for the free flu vaccinations, also New York Presbyterian is involved as well. And they've been a big player in the community. They've sponsored a couple of events for the Recreation Department, including the Taylor Swift Sing-Along, which was a big hit for all the younger people in the town. But I just want to recognize them as well, in addition to the Community Fund. And also, on the 29th, in addition to the 5K race, later in the day, in the morning actually, is Gold Star Mother's Day, which will take place at Memorial Park. And that's where we recognize all of the family members that have lost a loved one serving in this, in our armed forces, those that had their Blue Star turned to gold. So that's an important event for our veterans, as well as those that have family members in the military service. In addition to that, we're going to have a couple of movie nights up at Lake Isle. I know we have one confirmed. I believe it's for October 25th. It'll be Ghostbusters, and it's obviously family-based. Bring up some chairs, sit, relax. It'll be on at 6:30 sharp, and there should be a lot of fun. I think they're trying to put another one together, geared for a little younger crowd. I don't remember the name of the animated program, because that's not part of my generation. I'm going to graduate up from some of the Disney stuff. I don't recall the film, but there's a couple out there. Look on our website. You'll see it's a lot of fun. We've been having a good time with that. Also, I want to recognize Dawn Donovan, our controller, who received the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting. Based upon our annual comprehensive financial report we file with the state, the Government Finance Officers Association picks a few of these, and they recognize them as being in excellent condition. I don't just mean financially, because we have that also, but the method of reporting is also superior, so congratulations on that. Also, the tax man, the Grim Reaper, is out there on September 30th, Monday, September 30th, the last day to pay your Eastchester and Tuckahoe first half of your school taxes. The town receiver of taxes office will be open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. At 7 p.m., the doors will close, so you don't want to have to pay a penalty if you don't have to. So we ask you to, make your submission, get it postmarked by United States Postal Service postmark before that day, or come to Town Hall early or late, whatever you can do. But our function is to collect the school taxes for the Eastchester Union Free School District and the Tuckahoe Union Free School District, and then everything we get, we remit to them. So don't yell at us if your taxes are not to your liking. That's school district taxes. Anyway, I would also ask that this board, once we conclude our meeting, that we adjourn in a moment of silence for Jim Luciano. Other than that, that concludes my report. Anyone else like to speak to the board? Okay, there being none, would you all please rise and join me for a moment of silence for James Luciano? Thank you all. We're adjourned.
Thank you.